proud of you guys where you fought, proud of the coaches. We knew it was going to go all the way down to the end, and that's what we wanted. And listen, that's a credit to you, okay? Our weight room, okay? Your character, your competitive character, okay? And I'm proud of you. Yep. And hey guys, this is not the end. This is just the beginning.
Well, there's great post-game comments from Mel Tucker in his first Pac-12 conference game. The Buffaloes in that one improved to 3-1 as they knocked off Arizona State down in Tempe. Hi, everybody. Welcome into the Buffalo Stampede pregame show. I'm Voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson, looking back on great moments of 2019 during the holiday season. By the way, that was also where we found about Look Good, Coach Good for Mel Tucker. Had the shorts on the sidelines, made a ripple across the country, of course. You know, speaking of attire for the football team, they always look great. Nike's been a great partner. They put together great uniforms for the Buffaloes, and we look back on talking with the equipment staff at CU about the uniform combinations that we have.
Coach determines our first 6 combinations through the season, and then after the bye week, he and I will sit down and discuss games we have coming up there and what combinations he feels more comfortable with and the team in. And then we get some feedback from some of the players as well, so we get them involved on it, but really it's just Coach's decision. We have the most combinations in the Pac-12, next to Oregon, of course, but we have a great group of student workers that are in here day and night helping us put them together. Probably the helmets are the most time-consuming for us. It's a lot of work that goes into putting them together with the face mask and the decaling and whatnot. So we changed up the decals from what they've used here in the past. This is my first year here, and I brought over some ideas from where I was before at Stanford. We used a new chrome decal today, the whole way around the helmet. And we're going to do that on all of our helmets this year, and as you can see, it really pops in the sunlight. Our first night game, keep an eye on it because it'll really be standing out then as well. We put a lot of hours into it every day as equipment managers, not only myself, but everybody across the country. And for us, our gratification and our time to shine is when these guys hit the field every week. And when it looks good and you get a lot of compliments and people are tweeting about it, that's always awesome. So for us, the hours are what they are, but 3-4 hours every Saturday, that's kind of shows the work that we put into it and our ideas and creativity, but that's part of the business, and it's a great part of the business.
Not only do the Buffaloes look good in their uniforms on the field, one thing Mel Tucker brought with a new culture change here at the University of Colorado is making sure the Buffs look good when they travel, and they set each player up this year with a brand new suit for the Buffalo players.
First road trip of the year for the Buffs, and something new took place on the plane today. Our young men were in designer suits, some black suits, some charcoal suits. They had their option to choose, and it was pretty fun to watch those guys today dress up. Coach Tucker came from Georgia and Alabama. Players in the SEC, the schools he was at, dressed in suits. So we asked what our policy was, and in the past we just had primarily just road sweats that we wore on the road. But guys were excited to put their own twist on their fashion today, the black suits and the charcoal suits, and a lot of selfies, a lot of grandstanding. Great day for the Buffs. Longtime Buff supporter Jerry Rutledge at the Premier Clothing Shop in Colorado Springs. And Jerry came up with some of his staff, Luke and John, and took some measurements of our guys a couple months ago, brought the suits up about 2 weeks ago, and this is the first time we were to showcase those on the road. One thing Mel thought about when you're dressed in suits is it's a business trip, and dedicated to business, all about business, and here to get a win in Arizona State this weekend.
All right, so the Buffaloes always look good when they travel with those brand new suits that Mel Tucker set them up with. But, as young college students, they've always got to add their own individual flair. And when you're a college kid, that starts with the shoes.
The shoes we're focusing on, you look classic in those shoes.
Yeah, I went with the classic look, just, bit of a boot look as well, so the pants can flow over the top. I tried to wear some kicks with them like the young boys, but I can't get away with that anymore, I don't think.
But you're putting your own spin on it with the shoes. Tell me about these.
All white J's with the suit, little swag, little drip. I'm a basketball player too, so, I had to bring out the J's.
These are sick right here. I love this look you got going. Tell me about it.
Just some simple, simple dress shoes, got the little rhinestones on them, make them sparkle a little bit. Got to have my own drip to them. It makes a difference, especially since we all have similar suits. Some people got flooded pants, some people wear slides, sneakers. You could dress it up, dress it down, depending on how you want to do it.
I just got it because it kind of stands out. I got the white and black going on, and the red's actually my favorite color, so I got it popping out. That's really what it is. And I think we're able to put our personality on it, and it just lets us show ourselves while also looking uniformed as a team.
These These are something else. Tell me about these.
Something a little flashy, something a little different than everybody else. Some people got the black ones, some silver ones, but nothing like the black and gold mix that we got. I really Google searched them. I know people used to have prom shoes like this, some studded loafers, and these came up, caught my eye, had to get them. We get our own shoes or shirts or anything like that, jewelry. Trying to have our own little style in some way, but still look unified.
I got the Dior kicks, I'm copping Dior kicks with the LV on the belt, you know what I'm saying? The drip is for real, severe. Look them up, they glow in the dark too.
Well, you come back to California, you have to match the hat with the shoes. These are just the Jordan 1, so I had to represent my California nature.
So there's no doubt in 2019 of year one under Mel Tucker, the Buffs always look good on the field and looking to be even better in 2020 as we continue here in the Stampede, looking back on great moments in 2019.
Dig. This is Emma Smith, the libero for Cal. Serve comes from Emma Smith, libero for Cal. Danielle Price was hammered away at the Buffs at that point. 21-19 the count. Block for Colorado from Ewart. Good hands in the front there for CU on the Maddie Haynes swing. And Sterling Parker.
There's some highlights from a late season win for the Colorado volleyball team over number 24 Cal at the CU Event Center. Buffs early in the year beat number 5 Illinois, also beat number 23 UCLA. Back in the Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. As we go through the show all year long, we talk with student athletes. The one continuing theme that comes up is the closest of all of our student athletes here at CU. And that started before the season got underway. We had a picnic for the Buffs athletes at Folsom Field.
This is the Welcome Back Picnic. This is a really important event. It really gets the athletic department all on the same page for the start of the school year. And this gets the year off to a really strong start as the one department. There's all kinds of things going on. Everyone's involved in their own sports, their own schedules within classes, and it's important to know what's going on with one another. Something that sets our athletic department apart from others is that we're unified and we're supporting one another through different events like this and supporting athletes at each other's games, and it's important to get on that same note for that reason. The SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. In other words, just the student council for the athletic department. We serve as that bridge between all the student athletes and the athletic department. We're the ones bringing up all the interests, the concerns that we have as student athletes and make things happen. So we're planning events like this throughout the course of the year. We're planning our athletes supporting athlete games. We really do have an impact for student athletes, and I'm very proud of the team that we have here. And this is what we say here at Colorado. We compete and win championships, and that's what we do. And this event just kind of gets us on that unified page, and just excited to see what everyone does on and off the field.
From the picnic that got everything started here in the 2019 athletic calendar year to one of the Buffs greats coming back, Phillip Lindsay. The Denver Broncos on the verge of his second 1,000-yard season in the National Football League. Phil's always around the program, but he came back especially for homecoming this year.
I definitely love coming back to Boulder. It is homecoming. It's exciting. The Buffs need to get a win today. The kids are out there working hard. They just need to find a way to win today. So I'm excited to be able to be here for many different reasons. Came here to work with Unilever on recycling and how important it is for us to come together as a community, come together as a whole. We're the problem and we need to become the solution to recycling and helping out our ecosystem, our community, and everything else. They did a great job of coming here to showcase and promote this, because Boulder it's all about recycling, it's all about being clean, it's all about saving energy. And for 5 years I've been here, they've really been strict on that. So that's one thing I can take out of this experience. I've been here for 5 years, and how clean and how important it is for people in Boulder to take care of the planet.
It's always great to have the great Phillip Lindsay back. One of the traditions here at the University of Colorado that started during Phil's time with the Buffaloes was the Buff Walk, which leads the players from the buses into the Champion Center 2 hours before kickoff for every home game. And we caught up with a number of fans who enjoy the Buff Walk.
We're here for the Colorado-Arizona Buffs football game, and the Buff Walk was just the coolest thing that I've seen so far. Seeing all of the football players there just walking through was just really great, and just give them high fives and see if I can get their hopes up and make them play a better football game. Upstairs today, I saw all the players walking through a tunnel. The band was there too. Everybody was just really happy. I recognized that the band was playing the fight song. My favorite part of the song is shoulder to shoulder, we will fight, 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 fight. As a fan, you want to come to the game early so that you get the Buff Walk or the Chips Kids Club, or just seeing Ralphie drive by. It's just really great to hang out with your friends, to have a tailgate, play a game of football. It's just really awesome. As you can see, I'm wearing my Kids Club shirt, so I'm going to be at Kids Club for half the game, and I get to see Ralphie run on the field. She's just a beautiful buffalo, and the stadium is just great. Folsom Field is my favorite place to watch a football game. It's just going to be a great day. I also hope they win.
The Buff Walk certainly has become a great tradition here at the University of Colorado as we continue to look back on some of the great moments of 2019. We'll continue next here in the Stampede.
You only get so many chances to do this. Only so many chances to do this for real. Now you got to take a little extra time looking the ball in today. So have your minds right, go out there and compete. Every single play you get a chance to get out there, compete. Keep your gloves dry. In between plays, keep your fists closed. Keep the rain off it. But when you go, you got to go. We're going to start off in 11 personnel. Gun left, Z-Cam, black Seattle. 11 Visca, 11 Nixon now. We're going to go Gun Rover, fast, red screw, River Swap, Black Horn, H New York, Crow, Lot, Black Viper, Frisco Shave, Punch Roy, Z-Fly. We're going to go Flea, Red Gypsy, Queen Liz, Red Whiskey, Squeeze Ace Liz, Z-Fly, Red Ohio Q, Z, he might can you. If he cans you, go in there and smoke that dude, all right? It can be red screw or black screw, depending on the hash we're on. If that guy sinks inside, KD, speed, go outside of him. Tight ends, get lined up on the opposite side. You guys run the crush routes, shade to the field. Now that corner likes to sit off and inside. Z, remember, when you go in motion, after that ball snap, get lost for a little bit and be up to the sideline. Fellas, this has been a good play for us. We got to get that stretch going, man. The receiver on the fly motion, go fast. Steven might give it to you. If not, it will be Ohio inside. If they press the single side receiver, you got to win 9-yard snap it. He can still throw it versus press. H's, remember now, come off and get that corner. Receiver, catch it, get under the tackle and hit it with speed. Outside receivers, switch curls at 12 yards. Should be a good play for us. The first to Soto we go. Katie, I want you at 8. We're going to take a shot.
Always great to have the coaches mic'd up. Get a little behind-the-scenes activity. Back in the Stampede, voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. There's Coach Darren Cheverini. A little coach's lingo there as he's talking to his receivers before a ball game. Always enjoy hearing from those coaches. In fact, at one point during the season, we mic'd up Coach Kapilovic, the offensive line coach for the Buffaloes.
Here we go. Tyree right. Here we go. Hip, let's move. Here we go. Hip, track. Get vertical. Let's go. Hip, set. Hip, move. Let's go. Stay in line. Get a shot of water. Hip, move, run. Play fast today. Hip, run. Here we go. Left shoulder. Hurry up. Press reach. Here we go. Hip, move, quick. Hip, move. Track. Low hands. Tight hands. Hip, come on, quick. Mike. Hands down. Tight elbow. Let's go. Riverside, face that way. Pass pro. Here we go. Give me a good bull rush and snatch. Wake him up. Bull and snatch. Here we go. Get set. Hey, I'm going to move you around. Get over here. Hip, come on. Sink. Hands. Mike. Good. We got Red Oregon. Cluster. Red Oregon. Hip. Here. You're A. You're B. Cluster over here. Hup. Mike. Here we go. Red Waco. I'm tracking the nose. He goes away. I'm climbing. He comes to me. I got him. Hup. Mike. Good, Tim. All right, let's go, man. Bring it up. We got team. Straight. Come on, we got to move our feet. Move your feet on contact, man. Anchor down, snapper. Anchor down. Drop that foot. Get in there. Good job.
So we hear the behind-the-scenes comments from Coach Kapilovic, the offensive line coach for the Colorado Buffaloes. Later in the season, we mic'd up Jimmy Brumbaugh, the defensive line coach, as the Buffaloes were taking on the Oregon Ducks.
Starts up front. Play fast. Play physical. Hey, flip over. Other hand down, lock in. Here we go. Pass. Good job. Turn up. Set. Hit. Good job. Him set. Him go. Here's what I want. Same thing. 2 reps. Pass. Good job. Set. Here we go. Hit. Good job. Hit. Pass. Good job. Here we go. Up here on my foot. Get off. 3rd down. Get off. Get the ball. Hit. Good job. Let's go. Spurs left. Hit. Good job. Here we go. Partner up. One gap, two gap, one gap. One gap, two gap, one gap. Outside shade on that side. Hit, peek, hit, peek, release. Good job. Switch, get in. Set him, go. Other guy, set. All together. Shade on this side, bud. Hit, peek, release. Come on, here we go. Hey, let's go. Swim, release. Two gap. Head up, use the pad. Switch, switch, switch. Hit, peek, release. Good job, good job. Let's go. Cut off. Cut off. Hit. Hey, give me a little more. Hit. Good job right there. Good job. Hit. 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 One line. Hey, come here. Here we go. Up front on three. 1, 2, 3.
Great job by our crew here at the Buffalo Stampede, getting the behind-the-scenes comments when we mic up the coaches through 2019. Coming up next in Stampede, we continue to look back on great moments of this past year in Colorado athletics.
Yeah, I'll make a couple comments. First is that I spoke to Coach Tucker earlier, and he would really like to be here to sit here next to LaVisca for his announcement, but he put me here because the first announcement I have is that LaVisca's hired me to be his agent, and I'll be leaving Colorado as well. He didn't know that, but no, look, this is an exciting day for LaVisca. He's a special young man, and as good as he is on the field, he's an even better person, and he's represented Colorado in an incredible way. The memories that he gave our fans the last 3 years have been significant. He's worked his entire life, I would say, to get to this point. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him, and I wish him the best. And I don't watch a lot of NFL football, but I know I'll be watching this guy every Sunday for a long time, and what I hope is a great career for him. So.
There's Athletic Director Rick George sitting alongside LaVisca Chenault, the junior for the Buffaloes, who just a short time ago announced he's going to go forego his final year of college eligibility and jump to the National Football League. Rick George, of course, not only the great leader here at CU in the athletic department, also one of the great ADs in the country, and earlier this year, he was recognized with a National Excellence Award.
Yeah, it does feel pretty good. I mean, it's a nice recognition. I love the game of football. I've been around it all my life, and being at Colorado with our program and getting that back where it should be is going to be fun. The recognition's great. It's terrific. Being associated with the people that are on that team is very nice and significant, so something I'm pretty happy about. The National Football Foundation, one is they're really responsible for the Hall of Fame, so the nominees and the selection every year. Part of that had built Hall of Fame in Atlanta a few years ago, and that was big for them. They do scholar athletes all over the country. Part of their Hall of Fame induction is having student athletes from around the country that win these excellence awards, and then they've got this group called Football Matters, and I'm on that board, and that's really a group that is focused on messaging about the game of football and all the positive aspects of the 150th anniversary and all those kind of things.
How about that? I was giving Rick a hard time, by the way. On that team, he's just behind Ronnie Lott as a defensive back on the team of excellence. That might be the only team he and Ronnie Lott are ever going to be on. You deal a lot with Rick.
Yeah, Rick's the best.
Isn't he the best?
The best, the GOAT.
Isn't it funny, too? I mean, a lot of athletic directors in places I've been, they run everything and they're kind of above it all. Rick's really kind of down in the trenches with all of you student athletes.
Oh, 100%. I don't know any other athletic director in general, but I would assume I don't know many that know every single name of every single athlete.
Yeah.
I mean, he's always talking to us, always coming up to us during snack and talking to us about the weekend, the games, upcoming games, what we're doing, and then obviously he's been a huge help for me with my Boulder Buffs group, and so incredible.
Yeah, that Boulder Buffs group deals with student athletes and mental health, and that's been a passion for him, and I know he's been right there with you.
Yeah, I mean, he's supported 100% of the way. He's all but said, please do this, giving you every single resource that I could ever imagine, and so he's incredible. I mean, and he's at every game. Yeah. He's probably one of the loudest cheerers at the game in general, every game. So.
Great recognition for the athletic director here at the University of Colorado, Rick George, who, by the way, later on in the year, traveled halfway across the globe with the CU men's basketball team as they open up the 2019-20 season against Arizona State in China. And before the Buffaloes left in their preparation, they had a cultural lesson in what to expect when they got over to China.
This year, we get to go to China and experience a whole nother culture, and you really got to appreciate things like that.
I met with them for an hour and a half and talked to them about practical matters. I did some modern Chinese history very briefly, just so they'd have an idea about context. We talked about things like money, social customs, how to eat with chopsticks, and what to do and what not to do when they're eating, and tried to introduce them to the idea that China is not a scary place. It's a really wonderful place to visit.
Sometimes what you may find offensive over here is something that they may do a lot over there, or things that you might not find offensive, like for example, putting your feet up on like a couch or something in the lobby of a hotel. That's frowned upon over there, whereas like over here, not many people would mind. Being more aware of just, things are a little bit different over there, and just to be prepared for it.
Just exposure to a place can really change people's misconceptions about it being a very scary place, and I think they'll find out that most people are very welcoming, they're very friendly, and they'll be excited to meet American basketball players.
We all have a strong love for each other, and moving that good time over to China is just going to be a great experience, not only for the team, but for all of our guys, a lifelong experience. It kind of makes you sit back and think about all the opportunities that playing basketball, especially here at the CU, a prestigious D1 institution, and just kind of like where basketball can take you in life.
When I was 20, I actually studied abroad. It changed my life. It opened doors that I never imagined. The same thing could be true for some of these guys.
So that's a look back at some of the great moments of 2019 here at the University of Colorado. I'm Voice of the Bus, Mark Johnson. Thanks for joining us. And on behalf of everybody here at CU, we wish you a very happy and prosperous New Year.